Hello everyone, I'm Ferdi Salvador. Join us in unlocking the tricks of the trade here on Trade Talks. Let's get down to business. Effectively delivering the message is key in the marketing sector. As they say, 2 or 3 heads are better than one. But in our guest's case, it's a 3-agency collab that is better than the rest. Let's welcome to the program Jerik Santos. He is the president and founder of the A3 group of companies. He is marketing and creative collective that brings together 3 powerhouse agencies. These are Aika Events and Productions, Axcess PR, and ATMOS Digital Studios. Good morning, Jerik. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for welcoming me for the...
Yeah, that's a lot of hats to wear under one person. I mean, you know, we're used to multi-hyphenate companies, but this one is directly into the marketing sphere, right? And
Yes.
it's just not the regular marketing sphere that you're into. It's actual B2C and B2B, right? So tell me, how did this whole thing start? Which is the first company that you founded? Was it the events? Was it the PR? Was it the marketing group?
Yes, we started actually as an independent events company. Started as the events arm, which is Aika Events. And then really it sprouted into like a whole ecosystem to PR digital, because there's a need to do a powerhouse team in terms of the whole spectrum of marketing. So we nanganak siya for a PR, and also now we're doing digital.
Okay, so you started with the events because I think it's a natural progression for events firms to actually have connects with PR firms. I mean, to make the whole, like you said, ecosystem work, right? So the events started as a what, like corporate events?
Yes, we started doing small activations talaga,
Okay.
So we started really into a small scale. Back in the pandemic pa to, like before we started
you
that.
started during the pandemic?
Yeah.
Before the pandemic?
We're doing like the whole small scale business pa lang nung pandemic. Pero my industry before was really into events na.
Okay.
And then when I saw the opportunity to make it hybrid setup during the pandemic,
Right.
nanganak siya for like a whole PR
Okay,
events.
let's take it back. So before the pandemic, your industry was already events.
Yes. Yeah.
And what kind of events did you do?
We do a lot of B2C. A lot of corporate clients. We do consumer activations. We do a lot of like small scale pa lang. And then it grew over the years. I saw the opportunity to grow it. And then like now it's like a full scale ecosystem, like
All
a
right.
marketing.
So I know events are key to the success of a lot of FMCG
Yeah.
or companies that need to put their word out there. Like you said, activations, right? Is this below the line or traditional activations?
Mostly we started really below the line.
Okay, so that's the hard work.
That's hard work.
You're doing a caravan throughout the country.
Yes. Yeah. And then now it's like I just saw the need to expand it and like, saw the need to grow, and like actually feel ko PR and digital is also a key pivotal role.
Right.
And
right.
then like I just made it a whole full 360.
Right. So
Which is nice.
during what event, or because you know when you start with events, no, I'm emphasizing events, so I know the progression.
Yeah.
When you started events, obviously it's a small company. You do smaller projects.
Yeah.
It's a launch of something.
Yeah.
You know, about 50 people, and of course it eventually grows, right? What was the pivotal moment when you realized that your company, wait a minute, I've actually made it. I'm doing events for 500, 1,000 people, a concert perhaps.
Yeah. When I saw, I think this is more on like, I saw the need of collaborations of like in terms of my partners, because this is all about like how your team grows and how each of your partners really contribute in the situation. And when I started seeing the progress, how our clients started believing us,
Right.
it really they give us bigger campaigns, bigger projects, and like this. I mean, It's a work in progress.
Right.
Along the way, and then talagang of course, like you grow over the years.
Right. How many people did you start with?
I started with like maybe like 4 or 5 of us.
And then how many are you now?
Around 80, 85.
That's a lot of people for an events PR/digital firm.
Yes.
Right? Of course, there's different needs for different clients,
That's
right?
true, yeah.
So, what was your biggest event to date?
Today, now can I already plug in a little bit? Like, I think we're doing a lot of, we're starting to do global. I am very excited. We started as doing small pageant. Actually, our service, Ferdi, is
So it's pageants.
Yes, we're one of the most...
You delved into pageants,
Yes.
which is, this is very timely. I mean, I'm at Cignal just won, and I doubt that pageants are easy to mount.
Yes, it's definitely really hard, but like with my partners, it's really good. So we have partnerships with, we did a partnership before now with Binibini Pilipinas.
Right.
So we've done productions for them for 3 years now, and we also doing right now we're venturing into global. So we are.
Is that a pageant title, global?
Binibini Pilipinas has 2, I think, pageant.
Okay.
Crowns. This is the Globe and the International.
Okay.
And then, of course, like I think over the years, they noticed our works as an event production. And we're doing Mr. International now in the global arena. So a Filipino creative.
That's really interesting, Jerik, because if you look at it, it's directing, mounting, and producing an event is different from an actual straight-through event.
Yeah.
This is all like, there's a lot of
groundworks,
yes.
yeah, from pre-works, from actual event itself. Talagang
Are you investing in the event?
Yes. Like,
Okay,
really
so that's another twist to the plot, right?
Yeah.
Because since it's a business rather than just straight through from the client, it's actually an internal project then.
Yeah.
So what were the learnings for you to produce a beauty pageant, and what's the allure?
Actually, it's really more. Actually, to give you a context, no, this is also like my events company is like a full 360.
Okay.
Pageants is only one of that industry, and that's one of my really good partners, which is really good in terms of the pageant industry. So talaga they have a special projects that really makes the whole from the groundwork, from mounting the whole event until from like the whole aesthetics of the whole staging and all of that.
Right.
And
Where
then,
does your inspiration come from? How do you create a project, an event? I mean, does it happen instantaneously? I know you travel quite a bit.
Yeah.
Do you get your inspiration from that?
No, actually, just to bring back, no, I've always been into the experiential side. I always love human connections. Growing up, I've been into that scene. I love human connections. I love going to
So this
events,
it's no longer
music
events.
festivals, fashions.
So it's all
shows and
experiential. I like that keyword.
everything. Experiential.
So would you say that your company is an experientially
It is.
theoretized company?
It is. It's like a really like full 360 experience. It's about like, storytelling, human connections. That's what we always wanted to bring in the table.
And how do you bring that, how do you let your guests, your clients experience something experiential? What's the process?
For me, I think it's all about the storytelling.
Okay.
When a specific viewer and audience goes to the actual event, it's how deeply they are connected to the actual event and how they. We always think about like the consumer. No? If you go to a festival or a show or a sports competition or an art exhibit, at the end of the day, how does one feel when they leave after the venue? So you want to be emotionally deep or dived into the emotional sector. Like how do you want to feel? It's a multisensory experience. The way you see, the way you it's more like the emotional feeling that what we want.
I'm going to ask you a little bit of an egocentric question, but do you feel like your events are world class or globally global quality?
Yeah, I think it's for me. For an event to really make it global or world set, it really needs to touch from the consumer point of view. Yun nga, gaya ng sabi ko kanina, Ferd, no? If you attend if you attend a music festival or a concert, after you go to that experience or that event, how do you feel?
Yeah, your
feel
mindset
touched,
changes,
diba?
right?
Yeah, you have a different feeling, you have a different sensation after that. So that's what we wanted, or we always aim to do. Storytelling.
Do you think that companies that delve into events, such as yourself here, have risen to the top when you can say, hey, this is world class already, even if it's a competitor? Do you think the Filipino market is ready, or have we been doing it?
Right now, I think Philippines has amazing talents. We're already in that spectrum of doing a lot of world-class industry. It's all about, I think, Ferdi, it's all about collaborations and synergies. We have amazing talents in the industry that are from creative directors, from artists,
Right.
from light technicians, from sound engineers, from down to different artists, different Filipino creatives that are really world class.
And actually, we do export them sometimes.
That's true.
To Thailand, to different parts of the world for events, right? But it's very interesting because Filipino culture is all about fun. Let's be happy whether you're going through something or not. It's still the focus is let's be happy. Does this contribute to the vibe of your events?
Yes. I think, to add to that trend kanina, sabi mo, Ferdi, we are one of the most creatives in the whole global scene.
Yes.
I think Filipino talents are already there. We don't have to be. We don't have to try global.
Okay.
We are already global.
Okay.
All we have to do is to be our authentic self.
Okay. Is that our
already have-
unique edge that Filipinos are, our creative pool is authentic enough or unique enough?
Yeah, I can say that. Our culture is already amazing. We are humorous. We love humorous. We are very.
I will totally agree with you.
We are warm.
Yes.
We love synergies. We love collaboration. Whenever we travel, actually, when I travel around the world, our one key trait that other cultures really notices about is our ability to collaborate,
Yes.
ability to synergize with a lot
and
of
to change
different
and to
industries.
adapt with the situation. But
Yes.
let me get
And
back
that is
to
very authentic as a Filipino creative.
Yes.
No?
Let me get back to more questions. We're gonna take a short break. Trade Talks will be right back. Welcome back to Trade Talks. We continue our conversation with Jerik Santos. He is the brains behind the A3 group of companies. So we've discussed the event side. We've discussed a little bit of your history and obviously the talent pool in the Philippines. Now, I want to get into the PR and then the digital part of your business. As I said earlier, it may be natural for events companies to delve into PR because it can be one house. You deal with the media during your events anyway, so it's also a service, right? But did you ever have any PR experience?
I'm always into that. I love connecting people. I'm always a connector. That is always one of my greatest character personality. And the thing that I really made into this ecosystem, in this powerhouse, is I made amazing partners that are also in that realm. So the people that I always encounter around in the industry, I let them grow in their own space. I find I let them be. I'm a water sign, Ferdi. I will go with the flow. So I see people's potential or opportunities as I meet them. and I let them be, and I show them my personality. I think that's the PR side of myself.
But what about the PR business? Is it the more traditional way of doing PR, or you've got a twist or something unique compared to traditional PR practitioners?
The one that is very unique, I think, for my PR group is we are really into strategy and how we create a storytelling. It's part of the whole ecosystem that we are creating in this industry. So we want to create a cuento. And how, like I said a while ago, parang I want to touch the feelings when we want to create a storytelling.
Right. So are you more in the branding and story strat rather than let me call a newspaper or a TV network and come and join the event?
Yeah, it's a full 360, Ferdi. Not just media. Of course, we also add a digital aspect into it.
Right.
That's why we also created ATMOS. So there's a storytelling into it. Because we just don't deal with traditional. We also need a digital space for it. So we need a good storytelling. We need good online amplification.
Right. Maybe perhaps I can ask you on the PR side, do you think that traditional PR going into, let's say, glossies or print newspapers is still relevant?
I think so. Yes, definitely. But of course, now we're in the digital space, so it's all mixed. How you also wanted to create the story, like you said a while ago, and Ferds, it's more of like how you wanted to deal with your clients. It's a full 360 spectrum. How you wanted to. It's a multi-channel type of view. You not just don't deal with the traditional, but you also touch base with online amplifications. Of course, we have a lot of online prints. We have key influencer leaders, the influencers.
Yes.
We have different forms of online platforms such as TikTok, social media, Instagram. Right. So you need to add up into that.
But what's more effective in the PR spectrum when it comes to your events? Of course, now let's go talk about the beauty pageants that you guys are going to be mounting, right? Do you think traditional newspapers is still appropriate for that? News channels or TV networks that will cover it? Of course, the digital, it's understood. I mean, once you put it out in the socials, you expect following or what you call it, insights, right? So would that still be a part of your mix?
It depends on the actual storytelling that you wanted to portray.
Yeah.
But of course, it also depends on the credibility of each of the traditional media. But depends.
Are you saying they're not credible? Just joke. I'm not gonna put you in the hot seat.
No, of course, you have to always do a lot of mix.
Yeah.
There's also a good noise online.
Yeah.
Because that's also where you wanted to create noise. Online amplifications. If you said pageants as well, like online fans are one of the biggest key role players of these.
Let's go now to the digital aspect of it, because I feel like our conversation will be heavier with that one. How do you deal with that kind of amplification? Like, is it important to have that human touch, which is KOLs or I don't know what you call them now. They don't.
Key opinion leaders.
Yes, because sometimes they don't want to be called influencers. Now it's like what you call it, creators,
yes.
Right? Content creators. It changes every week.
Yeah.
So, is that important to the business, or are you already delving into the ever so popular AI world?
It's always about like how you want it to. It depends on the whole campaign. The brand always wants something different. If they wanted always something different, we can add on to like technology or anything that flows to both in terms of the tech scene and the online scene. But the most important part is really I think the online, the key opinion leaders. We need to also be segmented on who to tap.
Yes.
Because sometimes brands or campaigns now, they always have different requirements,
Right,
or
right,
they have
right.
different voices. That
Yes.
Sometimes the online, we don't, the proper agency don't tap the right KOL individuals.
Yeah. But my,
yeah.
Jerik, my question is, do you also do crisis management when it comes to your digital applications?
That's with our Axcess PR.
Okay,
with the
I
Axcess
asked because, of course, you are fielding out influencers, content creators, and the like.
Yeah.
And of course, you contract them for one of your clients, you know, for a campaign.
Yeah.
And then there's something that happens, just a scandal, or you never know what happens with popular people, right?
Yeah, that usually happens once in a while.
Yeah. So how do you deal with that on the crisis management level?
Definitely, that's for our PR firm. We have amazing team that handles crisis management and reputation management. But of
Reputation management, I like that.
reputation management, because we handle that. We evaluate the whole situation. I have an amazing team with me that are also doing that, from crisis analysis down to solutions, step by step reviewing. We have social media listening tools that we are partnered with that evaluates the whole the step of things. But I think my team normally does is they always like step back a little bit and then plan before taking action.
Right,
Kasi
of course.
normally if there's a crisis, Ferdi, normally what we encounter is depending on what type of client, normally they wanted to attack.
Done now. It's a knee-jerk reaction.
Yeah. But
Right.
what my usual team does, which is really amazing, they always analyze the whole
Of
situation
course.
first. And
What's
then
the right
see what's the
attack?
right plan.
How do we do it? So how do you define the balance between creative expression and client expectations? You start to say-
Yeah.
It's quite difficult, isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's true. But I think for the balance is the key.
Okay.
You know, clients have their own KPIs, and us creatives, we have our own expectation. We have our own creative freedom and artistic expression. But what's important is like to know that your client is your partner in this. So, you know, you work together. Collaboration is the most important part of this
So
industry.
you really need to communicate that. So expectations don't breed dismay.
Yeah.
But I have a few more questions for you, Jerik. What is your worst investment?
Worst investment. I've done like anything, like like anything.
Anything.
I've done some few failed investments in the past, but over the years you learn from it. Like I've done I've done investments in the nightlife sector, in the other industry sectors. But the most important is how you learn and you will grow up from there.
That's a nice beauty pageant answer.
Sanay na ba for-
What about your best investment?
I think this group that I built, I was in a roller coaster ride back in the pandemic because I didn't know that because events industry or the creative industry
Crashed. Yeah.
during the whole lockdown, and I was the lowest of the low. But when I reinvested and found the right partners and the right people to collaborate and synergize with, I think that was my best investment so far today.
Good
And
for you. What about your
Okay.
favorite mistake? What is it?
I know this question. Favorite mistake? I do a lot of mistakes.
Give me one favorite lang.
I don't know. I'm always on the go. Baka that's always my favorite. Like that's my mistake all the time. Like, 'cause I always get into the scene.
Right.
Sometimes napapadala ako with, because like I said, I'm a water sign. Napapadala ako ng madalas. So that is
And then
always.
you end up in Paris and like, what am I doing here?
Yeah, and then seeing you around the world, that is probably my mistake. So yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for chatting with us this morning
Of course,
and
yeah.
letting us into your creative world.
Yes, and before, maybe I would always want to say, like, I think synergy and collaboration would always gonna be something that we fellow are very creatives, you know,
Yes.
and us having a creative sector might have a little we sometimes we are clustered
Yes,
or we
yes,
have our
yes.
own. But I think if we unify as one and sticking to our root as a Filipino creative to our culture and be authentic, I think that will be our greatest advantage.
Collaboration is key, Jerik. Right?
Collaboration.
Thank you so much. And that is it for today's show. I'm Ferdi Salvador. Catch the Bilyonaryo News Channel on Free TV Channel 31 and on cable via Cignal Channel 24. Thanks for watching the Bilyonaryo News Channel, always on top.